Friday Night California Speedway. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net. And I think that we're going to have a good race on Sunday. Looks to me like Brian Vickers may be the man to beat. Some people are looking for some Red Bull, sparkling Red Bull, in victory lane. It'd be a nice win. Like Brian said, nothing like giving the guys a story to take their mind off the controversy from last weekend. And of course, he was right in the middle of it. Dale Earnhardt Jr., into Brian Vickers, into everybody else. Big crash. Kyle Busch is still miffed about all of that. Kyle Busch, hey, he can sweep the weekend. He's looking hot here. He's on the pole for the truck race. But the Daytona 500 winner, Matt Kenseth, didn't qualify so well. Neither did Carl Edwards. Carl Edwards won this race last year, remember? When it was rained out till Monday. And then he came back and won 6 days later in Las Vegas, right up the road. Back to back. This time, if Jack Roush is going to win, looks like it might be Jimmie McMurray. He's third. Looks good. Dale Earnhardt Jr., not a very good day. Dale Earnhardt Jr., he was called into account by just about everybody, including his fans, for that move last weekend at Daytona. He tried to explain himself today. He did. You'll have to read it at MikeMulhern.net to see what all he had to say. Pretty good defense. Hey, he's an Earnhardt. Earnhardts make things happen. He made things happen. Bad things, but hey, like Jeff Burton said, the guy's no jerk driving a race car. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I make mistakes every now and then. But Junior didn't qualify very well today, and neither did Jeff Burton. Might have left their games in Daytona. Might have left their game somewhere down in Homestead. Michael Waldron came here after his crew had a fright. Flying a CRJ out here from North Carolina, had an engine go out somewhere over the Rockies, made an emergency landing at Las Vegas. No problem. Those planes can fly on one engine. And it might not have even been a problem. Might have just been a problem with the gauge. No oil pressure, so they turned off the engine, and the pilot landed smoothly. But they had to bust the whole team all the way over here from Las Vegas, 4 hours down the road. Jeff Gordon looks pretty good here. Jimmie Johnson looks pretty good here. Jimmie Johnson finished second last year to Carl Edwards, and he then came back in the fall to win the 500 Labor Day. We'll see what he can do this time. Last weekend, those Chevys were fast, but what they had were tire problems. Too much camera, the Ford guys said. That was their trick. Put more camera in the car, goes into the corners better. Okay, fine. But they had to bank on short runs. 20 laps, 25 laps. They couldn't get 30 laps, and you needed more than that. Ford didn't gamble quite as much, had a better chassis setup, didn't wear the tires out. Matt Kenseth won. Now, he did win because of fate, but hey, that's racing. Luck is luck is luck. Doug Yates, David Gilliland called it splits today. We can see that one coming. Doug's got a two-car team right now with Bobby Labonte, sponsored, and Travis Quaffle, sponsored. And David was the odd man out. Ironically, David was the guy last year that almost won for Yates at Sonoma. Drove a good race. He's in a Chevrolet here, part-time ride for 4 races. See how that works out. 24 hours guy, sports car guy, putting together a cup team and seeing how far he can run it. A lot of guys are doing that. We had full fields for all 3 divisions out here, just barely, and a lot of names that you've never heard of before. And then there's the Formula One story. A Formula One team based in Charlotte? Sounds strange to me. Sounds strange to a lot of people in the garage area. We went over to the Toyota guys. They've got a Formula One team. Remember? They spent billions of dollars and still haven't won. They've been at it for almost 10 years now. We talked to some Formula One guys that are now working for Red Bull, and they say, no way, Jose. It ain't going to work. It's going to take $500 million. That's like $500 million the first year alone to run a Major League Formula One team. Nobody's going to find that kind of money, unless it's Walmart. And the crowd tonight. The crowd tomorrow. The crowd on Sunday. What are we going to have? I don't know. We saw Clay Campbell out here, Martinsville guy. Runs Martinsville Speedway. And I think he's out here to check out things and see just what the problem is. This place has been open since 1997. They really haven't drawn as well as they should have for this being Los Angeles. I think he's going to report back to the Francis and see what they can do to liven things up. Elliott Sadler had an idea. Free tickets. He said he'd go to every school within 50 miles of this place and give out tickets. Hey, you can sell them Cokes and hot dogs if nothing else. And an empty seat versus a free ticket, what are you going to lose? Good idea. Brilliant. Make this guy a promoter. Elliott Sadler could have won the Daytona 500 last weekend if the rain had just come 30 seconds later or 30 seconds earlier. But the Daytona 500 was a fluky deal, I got to admit. Really strange. Matt Kenseth, he's got to back it up now. He's got to back it up. He's got a team. We know that Jack Roush has got engines. We know that Jack Roush has drivers. We know that Jack Roush has everything it takes to win races. He won this race last year. Won Las Vegas last year. Can Jimmie and McMurray do something? Can Matt Kenseth do something? Can Greg Biffle do something? They'll be under the gun. But right now, looks like Brian Vickers is sitting on the catbird seat. Mike Mulhern. MikeMulhern.net. California's Auto Club Speedway, Friday night.